I'm throwing out there some bad boys. 60 grams, 63 grams. Soft plastic on a heavy jig head worked a little bit. But then this one, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, I think we're recording. Boom! Yo, how's it going, everyone? Out for a podcast. And today I figured I'll talk a little bit about some heavier lures that I'm using. And we're talking sea bass fishing. So there's a lot of times where the conditions are pretty rough. It could be big surf. It could be strong winds onshore, and it fishes really well actually in those conditions. That is, if you can fish it. And I did find this out because I can't really choose when I go fishing. So then if I have a bit of time, I have to have the gear to go out there and fish. So I ended up getting some slightly heavier rods and then some heavier lures. And I did go out in pretty rough conditions. There's some videos out there you can go watch. And I caught fish. So what am I using? As far as lures are concerned, some of the lures that I'm using would be, for example, the Rapala's range, and one of them would be Rapala Magnum Prey, and this one I believe is 40 or 41 grams, and they actually listed as a sea bass fishing lure too. Mine is beaten up because it's hitting the rocks a lot of the times when it's coming in. It's got brand new hooks, and I will be able to use it still. They do have a different version, and that is Magnum Cast, right? And the difference in weight is not massive. It's 1 or 2 grams, but the big difference is the lip. So at 40 grams, just over 40 grams, I can send those lures out there, and I've got a bit of a choice. If I want to fish it just below the surface, I'll probably go for this one, lipless. Now, if I want to get it down a little bit further, most likely I will go with this one. And depending on the retrieve, I think you can get them down to about 1.5 meters, maybe more. And I've got those ones in a bunch of different colors. This one I think is HD Mackerel. There is this one, and so on. I'm not really sure how everybody else is dealing with rough conditions out there. Maybe people just don't go fishing when it's that rough. But I have fished in 30, 40 miles an hour winds and big surf. Like I said, just purely because that's when I've got time to go and fish. So let's move on a little bit and let's see what else. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Savage Gear Cast Hacker. This one, if I'm not wrong, is 63 grams. And again, there are times when you just can't put anything out there. Anything around the 20 grams is not going anywhere. And this one is almost like a metal. It casts like a bullet. Cast Hacker by Savage Gear. As you can see, they're well used. You know, so it's not like they just in the box, and brand new hooks. Another one a bit lighter. That's 52 grams. Little jack. Bit of a different shape. But it's been working. Now one lure that's probably going to surprise a lot of people. Ipai by Lorenzo. By Fishers. Everybody knows the Petit, obviously. This one, I've got it in 2. I tend to break the lip on this one quite a bit because it is quite big. And then I hit it on the rocks. I think I've got 3, 4 of them. I've snapped the lips on them. I think I've got it in a different, yes, sardine. And those lures, they drop quite deep. Now, what I'm using them for, I've turned up, for example, to a mark, and the tide was all the way in, and I couldn't get down there to fish. Well, I could get down there, but it was a bit dangerous because the tide was coming all the way back. So I decided to fish from the side of the cliff. Now, I did try a number of different lures because being 10, 12 meters up, I could put them in the right area. The problem I had was that I couldn't keep them in the water. Soft plastic on a heavy jig head worked a little bit, but then this one, because it's got such a big lip, worked really good. And there's probably a video out there. If I can find it, I'll put a clip on here to give you like a bit of a perspective of, you know, what I'm talking about. I'm on the side of the cliff, quite big surf, and so being that high up, 10, 12 meters up, as soon as you start retrieving, the lures just pop out of the water. So this one just worked. I mean, there's a video there where I'm climbing all the way down to get the fish and release it. And this is if I'm not wrong, it's 44 grams. And you can find it. I still don't know to this day how to say the name. Ipai, I believe. But yeah, really good lure. Got me out of trouble, you know, once or twice. What else? What else am I using when it's rough out there? Well, again, something heavy, which is Ubuntu Popper, again by Fishers. I do like the lures, I have to say. This one is the big boy. I think it's 135 at 44 grams. Just throw it out there and then work it through. Again, as you can see, it's got good hooks on it because I intend to use it. I have used it. This one probably was the one lure that was the happiest to catch a fish on. I had them in different sizes. I mean, that little 8 grams, you go on the estuary or somewhere calm, I mean, but this big one, I had it in my box for maybe 5 years. And I didn't use it a lot, I have to say. So it's not fair to say it doesn't catch that much fish because I use it just occasionally, right? But one day I thought it's gonna work and I threw it out there and I had a hit on it. And man, that was just some happy moment there. Go watch it. Big popper, something. You'll find it if you go and have a look. Yeah. So 44 grams. And then, oh, actually, I thought about this because this might sound like a bit of an overkill, but watch. Do you see that? Almost same. I mean, the difference is the lip, and this is the Strong Assassin by Shimano Flash Boost. So you see what I'm talking about? But this won't do it. This won't keep water fishing from right up on the cliff. This one does. So I just adapted a little bit and figured out what I can use to be able to fish those conditions. Because like I said, I haven't got time. And if I do have time, I'll just look to see what the conditions are, grab the right lures and get out there. Then one of my favorites has to be this one, and that's the Real Fish by Fishers. 11 centimeters and it's 60 grams. Now this one's really hard to find. I did a little Google search. I can't find it. They still have it, like it looks like in Germany they have some. I used to get them from my local tackle shop, Lizard Tackle and Bait. Shout out to Tony. I think, if I'm not wrong, the Lure's Edge might have some, but they're 20 grams maybe? I'm not sure. I know there's a version, much lighter version, but this one is the 60 grams. And this is, because in the 20 grams range, there's so much stuff that you can use. But this one in particular, and this color in particular, man, has caught me some amazing fish over the time. And again, look at it. No, I mean, this is just been used, like, and then I've got one that I try to fix up a little bit and put some colors on it. I mean, my artistic side is not strong at all. Just to save it, same lure, I just put some color on it and some clear coat. So yeah, some heavy lures, and then obviously this is a soft plastic from Bass Lures UK, and it's got a football jig head on. Go heavy or go home. And yeah, I like this color as well, and they're good. But yeah, what do you think? Are you fishing when the conditions are really rough, or are you just waiting for the weather to get better? What do you do? because I can't wait for the weather to get better, because that means I'm gonna fish who knows, once a month. Because when the weather's better, I might not be able to go there. Then what do you do? I can't wait. So yeah, I'm throwing out there some bad boys. 60 grams, 63 grams. 44. Gotta adapt. What rod do you use? 60 grams, 62 grams. I think that's gonna be for another time. But yeah, heavy lures for difficult conditions. You still can catch fish. If you can get out there, if you can put the lures in the right area, and you can work them properly, there's fish out there. It might not be as much as some other times, but there's fish out there. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment your opinions on this stuff. Let me know you go on fishing when it's rough, you don't. And I'll see you on the next one. Stay happy out there.